How you doing, everyone? I want to talk a little bit about how we need to turn off the doom and do something positive. I've seen a lot of this alternative media with the focus on the doom porn or the hysteria, and I think it's a bad thing. And I know there's some crossover there with the stacking community, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. I'd watch some of that stuff myself, and I've since tried to stop. I very rarely watch any of it now. Once in a while, if there's a subject that I'm interested in, I see a video, I'll see what their angle is on it. But I've pretty much quit watching that stuff. And what I found, it's just like disturbing and upsetting. And some of it's crazy conspiracy and there's nothing to it, it's not true. A lot of it is true. And when you look into it and say, oh no, that's really going on. But what are you going to do about it? You're not going to do anything. You can't do anything. So to some degree, it is good to be informed and aware and, kind of know what's going on. But once you realize the world's a messed up place, there's a lot of bad people, there's a lot of powerful people, a lot of stuff's bad for you, a lot of things you've been told probably aren't true. Um, Once you're aware of all that, it's, time to move on. And even with that, I mean, knowing that is not necessarily a good thing. They say ignorance is bliss, and to some degree, I think that's true. There's um, a lot of people that are just clueless about this stuff and don't care, and they're not interested. And who's to say they're any worse off for it? Their heads in the clouds. So what? They're lined up to get a new iPhone or something. They're happy as could be. So I think we need to put the focus on doing what we can to improve our lives and to make life better for the people around us and leading by example. So, I mean, if something terrible really is going to happen, do you want to be huddled up in a bomb shelter somewhere, all angry and listening to Alex Jones scream about, the elite or something? Or do you want to be out with your family laughing and having a good time and out in the forest watching the birds or in your garden enjoying the fruits of your labor? I think that that's a better way to live life. And one thing that I've found that kind of comforts me with this whole thing is while the world is messed up and there's a lot of bad things going on, they've been saying that it's the end of time since the beginning of time. So chances are we're probably all right. I mean, that doesn't mean that, there's not a lot of stuff going on, but you got to take a look. A couple thousand years ago, there was people preaching the end of time. So I think we all just need to focus on leading by example and doing what we can to make our little corner of the earth a better place. And there's a lot of like negativity and ignorance that people perpetuate. And you see some of these people, that aren't doing positive things, that aren't doing the right thing. And some of them are having like 6 and 8 kids. So there's some of that like idiocracy effect. You ever see the movie Idiocracy, where the stupid people just keep reproducing and reproducing? There's some of that going on where, the ignorant just kind of teach ignorance and it spreads, and ignorance and disrespect. And, you see people just, I don't know, just, nastiness, spreading and being contagious, where it's like the cool thing to do and people emulate it. And, that holds true with a lot of things, whether it's ignorance or violence or disrespect or, whatever it is, from people throwing trash everywhere and stuff to, wars and, whatever scale you want to look at it on. But, we need to just focus on being better people ourselves. And, whether it's little things or big things, just do your part. And I think the world will be a better place. And we should probably be focused on that and getting our finances in order and stuff and being aware of, what we can do to prepare. I'm not saying that, preparing is a bad thing, because I don't think it is. But just be preparing for the right reasons. Do it because you want to be able to provide for yourself, your friends, your family, your neighbors, that kind of thing. Not because some guy on YouTube was yelling at you about, the Illuminati or something crazy. So, and I'm not saying that stuff doesn't exist. It probably does, but what difference does that make in your life? It's out of your control. So do what's in your control. Learn some basic skills. Take the time to teach other people some basic skills. Go out and pick up some trash, you know what I mean? Or go plant a garden, grow some fruits and vegetables. teach other people how to do that kind of thing. Go plant some trees. But I think your time would be better spent doing any of those things as opposed to, listening to negative doom on the computer or in the papers or whatever. Even the mainstream media are pretty much quit watching or listening to, because it's all just, it's nonsense, and they're pushing their angle and their agenda. And again, it has very little impact on me or my life, and there's very little I can do to impact or control it or change it. So all I can do is try to be a better person each day and try to help people that I see that need help, and try to teach other people how to help themselves or how to live life in a better way. So, I know I throw my trash away properly, and, I teach other people to do the same thing when I have the opportunity. And I remember being a teenager and like it was fun to go out in the woods or something and smash bottles. And now I realize how ignorant that is, because when I smash a bottle in the woods, that's going to be there forever. And, whether or not you have any success teaching that concept to other people, who knows? But we can only do our best and do what's within our control. So even, just enjoying life again. I got this little garden here. It's only 2 feet by 2 feet, but it's flourishing. And, I got basil here, I got tomatoes, I got peppers, and, just the joy I get out of being able to put some fresh basil on a pizza. It only takes me a few minutes to put this thing together, but that's a few minutes better spent than watching the doom porn or, worrying about something I can't control. So just thought I'll take a couple minutes to talk about that. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think.